Yeah, VLA the Hustler. I'm here chilling. Yo, so before I even get into this video, I want to say make sure y'all support my channel, VLAthehustler.com. Got a lot of merchandise on there. If you're down with hip hop, you'll love the channel, www.VLAthehustler.com, and get on my mailing list so I can keep you up to date on all the new merchandise and giveaways and stuff like that. Now, this is the deal right here. So I just want to say it's another sad situation because a young rapper, 28 years old, of the group called the MIGOS, Takeoff, is murdered right there in front of people in cold blood. And I don't know if the person did it was the same race or whatever, but it's a sad situation because it looked like these type of things is getting worse and worse as time goes by. And I could say we are all born with the capacity to reason with our brothers and sisters. And so why should violence always be the first choice whenever a disagreement occurs? We have the capacity to reason out our disputes and talk it over and just get it all straightened out. Violence should not always be the first priority when faced with a situation that we have to deal with. Violence actually should be the last priority. Sometimes violence is necessary because they say it's a time and a place for everything. And so a lot of the violent murders are happening. Turns out to be a case of black on black crime. So the Ku Klux Klan they don't even have nothing to do. I mean, people used to talk about how the Ku Klux Klan used to murder black people and hang them, torture them, and kill them. Now they're just sitting home like, hey, we don't got to do that no more because they're killing themselves. If you never heard of the Willie Lynch papers, I advise you to look that up. So back in the slavery time, there was a slave master named Willie Lynch, and he gathered all the slave masters together, and he had a speech to give them, and it was called "How to Turn the Black Man into a Slave for the Next 300 Years." Like some of them were already slaves, but it was saying how to keep them in mental slavery. So one of the things to keep black men, not just men, people in general, in mental slavery is put the light skinned blacks against slaves against the dark skinned ones, put the slaves with the nappy hair against the slaves with the straight hair, and put the old slaves against the young slaves, and the house slaves against the field slaves. So this type of he told the slave masters that if you implement his teachings, that it will, even if they free all of the slaves, these teachings will be ingrained in the black people's minds, and it will keep the black people in mental slavery for the next 100 all the way up to the next 300 years and beyond that. So has his teachings worked? I think so. But also we have knowledge of self, and we have an overstanding, and today we have a capacity to gain more knowledge than any other generation that's ever existed. So we know these things and we can avoid these things. So we see these things happening today with people buying, people getting jewelry, or people got a new car. Somebody else is saying, "Oh yeah, I wish I had that, and I would kill to get that." So no matter what you do, it's always going to be somebody. I mean, you work hard to get out of the situation. If you're not born with a silver spoon, you're going to be trying to work hard to get out of it. Use your talent to get out of it. But it's always somebody that doesn't want to work hard or at it. They waiting for you to blow up so they can rob you, kill you, and take it. So I'm not down with all of the violence out there. I'm just saying, hey, if you want something in life bad enough, go out there, work for it, and get it. Look in the mirror, decide what your talent is, and use it, and use that to bring yourself to a higher level. So our people are bringing ourselves down by always resorting to violence to solve everything. So we're killing our own people, which is a very, very bad look. We got to do better. I think a lot of this will start with the teachings at home. I hear a lot of people say, "Hey, if somebody say something to you that you don't like, just punch them in the face, just slap them," or somebody slap you. The first thing is violence. Back, we're teaching our kids how to be extremely violent. I see this in the neighborhood where I'm living at. A bunch of kids, young kids, teenagers, they always want to fight, and they want to show everybody how violent that they can be. But it's not all about that. It's how much knowledge you got, how much sense do you got. Can you use your mind to rise above any situation and be flexible and get out of a ghetto mentality and live well. I'm not trying to live in a ghetto for the rest of my life. I'm trying to live in a mansion with the 16 rooms. I'm trying to eat good. I'm trying to see the finer things in life. I'm not trying to show everybody how violent I could be. I'm an entertainer and I'm going to be portraying different types of characters. But in reality, I want to use my talent to, you know, encourage other people to be more positive in life. And I'm using my talent right now to advance myself to a higher level in life. And there's always going to be somebody that's going to get jealous and say, oh, how come I don't got this and that? You know, they need to just look at themselves, use their own talent, and get out of it. Stop being lazy and keep it real. So I want to end this off by saying, I'm not down with none of that violence that's going on. It's another sad event, and we just gotta look at ourselves and say, hey, are we gonna continue to create another generation of violent individuals that's just gonna kill each other off? Pretty soon they're gonna take all the black people and build a cage around them and just burn it down because hey, we killing ourselves anyway, so why not? So that's really sad. So everybody, I wish peace, love, and happiness to everybody and all the people that's in the hip hop world. I want to say my condolences to the member of the MIGOS, which was TAKEOFF, that was killed today, and all the other ones before him that's been going on, like PNB Rock and other rappers before that. I want to say I'm wishing my condolences to all y'all, and I don't want to hear nobody else getting shot out. If you get in an argument with somebody after this, just see how much, if you can reason it out. Don't always resort to violence. So this your boy, VLA the Hustler. Make sure, before I sign out, make sure you watch my movie, Dark City Streets. It's on YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, which is under my same name, VLA the Hustler. November the 11th. Watch that, Dark City Streets. And peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there worldwide. And much love to the Hip Hop Nation. Peace.